Can we talk about it? Because I love you, and you love me. And in between us right now is my belief on whether or not you should be a stripper when you're a mother, and your belief on whether or not you should be a stripper when you're a mother.
Why talk about it? We're clearly not on the same page. And I don't want to go down a road of conflict.
Because I don't want you to feel like I'm calling you a slut the second that you become a mom because of your job. My perception of you doesn't change. Hypothetically, if you were to have a kid, I don't look down on your profession. I don't see it that way.
Well, call me crazy, but that sure is how it sounded. I don't think I'm wrong for taking it that way.
I have given it a lot of thought, and I don't know why I feel the way that I do. Because if my daughter wanted to grow up and be a stripper, I guess I would have to be supportive of that. And if my son wanted to do that, I guess I'd have to be supportive of that as well. And I would never disparage you in front of our hypothetical children for your profession. I guess it just all boils down to having to explain such a profession to a little one. That's where I get tied up. And what they might have to go through as children because of what their mother does. When they're adults, it's different. But when they're in school and it gets out that mommy's a stripper, you know how kids are even in 2025. And with the world the way it is in terms of online bullying, all of that, it's a lot worse for kids today than it was for us growing up.
Brian, I grew up much like you did in a church environment, but then I also grew up with a rich dad and people who believed in the salad fork has to go here and cufflinks have to be worn by the men and all these different little intricacies. And all I ever wanted to do was break the mold and show myself, just myself at least, that you don't need to stick to rituals and stick to previous generations' thought processes and cultures, and you can express yourself in any way that you like and you don't have to listen to someone else's judgment. And that's what I would want to show my children. It's not about the dogs in the audience ogling me. It's about self-expression and changing a norm. And I would think that my children would be smart enough, educated, and open-minded enough to understand that, regardless of bullying.
Okay. And that's the way you see it. Are we not allowed to have differing opinions on it, though? Can you not love me for having a differing opinion on it than you? We're not going to agree on everything in this relationship. And in the past, with my exes, I've changed my stance when I don't believe something. And you said to me, you didn't want it to be like that. So I disagree with you being a stripper if you became a mother with my children. That's the way I see it. And you have your stance. Now can we disagree with it and move on? Or do we have to hate one another because we have differing opinions on it?
So what would you do if we had a child miraculously and I chose to remain a stripper? How would you handle that if we stayed together?
I would continue to love you. I wouldn't agree with your profession, and I wouldn't like it. But I wouldn't make that known to our children. I would make it known to you, and then we would move on. Because if you love someone, it's unconditional, right? But I don't have to agree with everything and I don't have to like everything. I would have to support you.
Okay. So leave it at that. I'm satisfied with that.
Are you gonna be mad at me moving forward? Are we gonna be okay?
No, we're good. Just hearing you say that you support me even though you don't like it, I can live with that.
I love you, whether you're a stripper or not.
I love you too, Brian.